So I've been transcribing your words. And the message is often the same. Thousand
Yeah.
different ways.
Still pointing to nothing.
Still pointing to nothing. Still pointing to this here.
Yeah. Yeah, this is this is all there is. No, just nothing. Nothing being everything. And already there is no one to recognize that that's all there is nothing. There's just nothing. Even appearing as somebody who's trying to see that there's nothing. So nothing can't be grasped. Nothing can't be seen. And nothing can't be gotten. Because it's not a thing, it's simply nothing. That which is trying to understand nothing, or to get closer to nothing, or to become nothing, is already nothing. So nothing really happens. This can't be spoken. This can't be said. Because it's all there is. All there is this. There's nothing separate from this to talk about this, to get this, or to become this. There is already no separation, even in the midst of thinking that there is separation. There is already nowhere to get to, even in the midst of thinking that there is somewhere to get to. Somewhere to get to is already nowhere to get to, as pressing as that. It's just simply nothing. So there's nothing to be gained. There's nothing to gain. There's nothing to fix. There's nothing to let go of. It's just this already. Boundless energy, this spacious aliveness, which is beyond words, yet appearing as words. So it is everything already. It is already speaking that seems to be happening, thinking that seems to be happening, waiting that seems to be happening, expectations that may seem to be happening, that something might seem to be gained because of what is being spoken. Actually, nothing is gained, but there can be a loss of something that never even existed. So all there is this already. All there is nothing. There is already no Nkosi here. There is already no Charles. There is already no one. There is no real world except as a thought. The whole entire world is just a thought construct. The whole entire world is imaginary. They are just labels, names, apparent objects, giving names, different names. But already it is nothing. This has never been found. So this can never be lost. There is no real separate guru who has actually found enlightenment. There's just nothing. It's just this. And this is timeless. There is already no real yesterday, today, or tomorrow. Yet what seems to be yesterday, today, and tomorrow is just simply what appears in this, which is timeless. And there's no one here to see this. There's no one here to have glimpses. And there's no one here to have clarity. There's just this. And this is unknowable. This is formless. This is empty, yet full.
So you say all this in Kosi. This is your claim. Yet you appear to be more clear than most. Why is that? Where does this clarity come from if there's no one to have clarity?
I would say this is being clear to itself or to its own self. There's really nobody that this can be clear to. All there is clarity for no one.
Clarity arises for no one.
Yes. The seeing itself as it is says no past. The seeing itself as it is It's already without any story. It's not somebody seeing. It's not a man seeing, or a woman, or a human being. It's just seeing. It doesn't have any story. It doesn't have any expectation. It's not looking for something. It's not seeing anything. If something seems to say, oh, I'm seeing trees, that's just a story. If there's somebody who is a man or a woman who is claiming to see, that becomes a story. That becomes a dream. But the seeing as it is just seeing. It is without the past. It is without the presence. It is without the future. It is empty. The seeing as it is, without eyes, without thinking or the mind, it is already what you really are. It is already boundless. It is already not local. If it seems to be local, that has to do with the imaginary separate self or a thought construct or an identification with the body. So in this seeing, there is no time. In this seeing, there's nothing. There's nothing to get. There's nothing to become. There's nothing to fix. There's nothing to let go of. There's just seeing. It is already without the seer. Yet what seems to be the seer is already this seer expressing as a seer. All there is seeing. All there is boundless energy. All there is spaciousness. All there is this, which is already wordless. So what seems to be the story of somebody looking for this seeing may seem to happen in it as it. What seems to be a story of somebody who has lost it may seem to happen in this seeing as it. So there is no separation. The story, somehow, it may seem to be imposed in this seeing, which isn't a story itself. It's just seeing. It is without the need to gain something. It is not looking for happiness. It is not looking for peace. It is neutral. Somehow this neutrality is okay. Not for somebody, not to somebody. It's just okay. What seems to be the play of opposites may seem to happen in it. but itself as it is not affected by that. I can also say the play of the opposites may seem to be watched in the seeing, not without interest or without interest to gain something from what is being watched. Just simply observing, I should say, observing without any interest. It's just this seeing, observing itself. This seeing is not affected by any story. It is not affected by weather. It is not affected by feelings, thoughts, and sensations. It is just quiet. Because to be feelings, thoughts, and sensations is just this seeing, also expressing as that. So somehow it doesn't mind itself as everything. Yet it may happen to play the game of the opposites, being somebody who doesn't like somebody, being somebody who's trying to help somebody, but it's still just this saying, this nothing expressing as that. So this seeing has no patterns. It can never really be hurt. It can never really be touched. It is not a thing. It is not somebody. It is just simply nothing. It is not special. It is not looking for the next exciting moment or experience to be whole. It's already whole and complete as it is. It doesn't know the other, because what seems to be the other, it's still itself. So there are no others. The body getting destroyed, nothing happens to this. This remains as it is. When it appears to play the game of the opposites, it may happen to be afraid. When it thinks when it identifies with the body, it may seem to be afraid of death. Yet it's how it happens to play the game of the opposites, of being somebody who doesn't, or who's experiencing life, who's living life. Yes, there can be also a recognition that it is not the body. It has never been the body. What seems to be the body is just an appearance in it. It can be seen even when the body is not destroyed. That's It is not the body, yet it is everything, also appearing as a body.